Good morning YouTube and everyone who's been following the 30-day video challenge. Today is day 5 and we actually had some rain last night, which was kind of unexpected. We saw it on the forecast but it looked like it was getting further away, but it's actually a blessing because we were planning on getting the hose out anyway to give the starter seedlings a bit of a fighting chance because it's been a bit dry for the last couple of days. So they're going to love it, but unfortunately I left my wellies just past the cover of the back door. So I've woke up this morning, I've got puddles and ponds and frogs in my wellies. So I've got my Crocs on today and it's going to be a bit squishy and moon boots for the rest of the day. So we don't know what we're going to get up to. Like I said yesterday, it's so unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. You can start off having a relaxing job list and then everything just changes. It's probably about 9:30, 10:15, and I've had my coffee but I haven't had anything to eat yet. But I thought, I've literally just dug like another 5 meters square, maybe even more. You can see I've just got this last triangle left. And like I say, I just thought, the more you look at it and you come outside thinking of things to do, you just want to do a little bit more, but now you can tell I'm out of breath a little bit. So it's time to go inside and get something to eat. I've had my kielbasa and yetzi sandwich, egg and sausage. And now we're back outside. Nisha's joining me now. And going to check on the plants. Like I say, they're doing really well, sprouting small, but everything's progress. And then going to blast some music, and I might even just do some more digging. After having something to eat, we've come out, done a few more hours. It's probably coming close to 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, Nish did absolutely amazing progress on the planter behind me, and I'm actually currently sat on the stone bench, which feels nice to do in the sun. But we think we're running out of steam because when you're doing laborious jobs, it can be really overwhelming, and when the stones aren't coming together the way you want, it's time to move on, change the scenery. So we're going to bring the plants out of the hallway, build the second small cold frame and get it all ready in Stefka's garden. So Nish is currently doing some shoveling. How are you getting on, Nish?
Alright, it's bloody hot.
So gonna do a few more minutes and then take it easy now for the rest of the day. So that took us about 5 minutes. Pretty simple, and we didn't even need the instructions. So Nish is just tying up the tassels on the inside, crossbars, and then we're going to transplant it over there. So we're trying to decide where it would be best suited to be placed because we get quite the wind coming from that direction. So Nish is just having a bit of a thinking time. What do you think about it?
It's too big. Maybe near the wall. A little bit. What do you think, near that tree room?
Yeah. Around here somewhere. Okay, let's crack on. Right, and then if we get the flaps on the outside.
On the outside or tucked in?
On the outside, and then we can put stones on it. Or concrete posts.
I could just bury it with dirt.
No. Because if you think the wind coming over, it's got all that surface area, it's going to do that. You know what I mean? Can't be forced with the water. Oh,
Jesus.
they seem to be well heavier than the ones we've got. Right.
Just pull that kink out. It's not heavy.
So before we put everything in the cold frames, we're going to replant some things and get the seeds going in the starter pots for the chilies and things like that. So these are the flowers that we want to plant in the raised beds.
Initially, we was only looking for marigolds because marigolds are a super good companion planter with everything.
Yeah, we finally found some in Praktika. The
After buying calendula twice.
Yeah.
We bought calendula thinking it was marigolds twice. We've given some to Ray, haven't we?
Yeah.
So these are the wildflowers. And then these are just pretties, and we think they'll bring the bees in.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of local beekeepers in the village, and the honey tastes absolutely divine. You can't buy it from the store, anything compared to it. So anything to help the bees is what we aim for. The dikva?
Why is everything a dikva?
I don't know. What is it? Was it?
Dinya.
Dinya, watermelon. Krastovica.
Two different kinds.
Yeah.
But these won't be going out yet because it's definitely not warm enough.
No.
Summer plants.
Yeah.
So
we've done the leeks, done the chilies.
We've got the chili peppers, aubergines. Is that it? I think that's it.
I think so, yeah.
And they're going into the cold frame, into the greenhouse. That's all these.
And then we've repotted the grapes from the hallway. These were seeds I bought on eBay 3 years ago, and
did not expect.
We didn't
yeah,
and we brought them over from the UK. So
might need to put a stick in to hold it up.
Yeah, that'll be enough water, I think, to be honest. But stick these in the frame as well, yeah.
In the greenhouse, yeah, because they like the warm temperatures. We tried to plant lettuce and spinach outside in the ground, and we got a few comments saying that it's way too early to do that. But we absolutely love lettuce and spinach, so we want to try and get them going ASAP, really. So that's why we brought this greenhouse out. And we're going to try and plant some directly into the ground, but they're protected by the greenhouse from any frost or cold or anything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this should work, because we've had so many failed attempts at lettuce, and it's the one thing we wish we could grow.
It always sprouts, but then dies, yeah.
So yeah.
So why are we planting radish in the same spot as lettuce?
So I'm into planting radish because apparently it makes the lettuce taste sweeter.
And it's really good for you as well.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of radish, but I should probably eat more of it. So this is a good way to... And radish grows so fast.
Am I right in saying you can have 3 harvests a year?
Oh, you can have more than that. I think it's like a 40-day kind of from start to finish. If the conditions are right, obviously. And I think that's the key, getting the conditions right. So maybe it is only 3, but you know what you're doing, you could probably get a lot more. So I think do this half lettuce and radish. I want to sprinkle some compost on top and maybe water it in a little bit.
We thought we'd take the rest of the afternoon off because it gets a bit tedious after a while being in the garden. So we've gone for a nice walk around to the bottom of the village, and we're going to just give you a very short perspective on where we get our stones from when we talk about the village dump, and we're just walking towards it now. So this is technically the village dump, and you can see in the horizon all the white stones sticking out of the mounds there, and like ones like this. So a lot of them are really misshapen and odd, so it's absolute nightmare to dig through the heaps, but you can see we don't do bad. There's always an endless supply of stones down here. So that gives you a bit of a perspective on the village dump. And like I said, we always try and come down every now and again, and because one man's trash is another man's treasure, and it always changes. And like I said, everyone's always dumping random things, everyone's always doing renovation projects.
The one thing we wish we could change about it is the sheer amount of plastic that gets dumped down here, because obviously we all know plastic doesn't degrade, so it just hangs around for forever.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's where the infrastructure of Bulgaria fails its citizens, but can't judge on that.
No.
So, yeah, we're just going to have a little look around, really, and we have a bit of fun playing in the random things, to be honest. But, yeah, we'll catch up with you in a second. Today's trash and treasure. We got some egg cartons, all conveniently tied up, ready for our collection, which we'll use for maybe some seedling starters or something in the future. 1 stone and a crate. Not the jackpot, but never mind. And we're back in the garden for this afternoon. And that pretty much sums up the day. Did a bit of digging, done a bit of replanting, built the polytunnel up, went for a walk as well, which is always a bonus to get out of the 4 walls that we're in. And see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Divisioning in.